Welcome to Podnutz Daily for episode 172 for May 27th, 2009. That's what I wanted to say. Now, you might notice if you're watching live, I don't have the background up I usually have a green screen in Podnutz Daily, and right now you're just seeing green. Again, technical difficulties from last week. My signal kept cutting out, and I tore Comcast a new one because I thought they were giving me low bandwidth. That wasn't the case, actually. I mean, there actually was something wrong with my modem. I was getting terrible upload speed. Fixed that, and I was still getting cut. My signal was still cutting out. I talked about that on Friday. A couple guys on Nuts at Night chipped in to buy me a new router because we thought it was a router. Because I wasn't having the problem when I plugged directly into my modem. Still, I actually bought a Belkin N Plus router, which is damn nice. If you guys want your money back that you gave me, I will pay you back. But I did buy a router with your money. And though that didn't, the router's awesome. It's draft N, and my iMac is going wirelessly to it, so that's working great because iMac has an N adapter built in. So that wasn't the problem though. I'm still going wired into my Hackintosh, which is my broadcasting PC. So it's either something in the Hackintosh software, or it's the Ethernet card, which is a D-Link. I bought it brand new. It's a D-Link 100 megabit Ethernet card, and it might be that too. So those are the last two things it could possibly be, just to get that out of the way. So I'm having my own computer problems as it is. So as of right now, so I don't get any cutout on the show, I'm streaming through a Dell Inspiron with a dual-core Pentium. That's what I'm using for the show tonight, So I'm on a PC. I'm on a PC doing the show. We got what do we get in today? Here's an easy fix. You got to check this. If you ever get a computer in that's not connecting to the internet, and you tried everything that you think it could possibly be, try this. Here's the problem. The computer could be set for a static IP address. And the way to check for that is if you go into Internet Options under Connections, I think. No, that's to check the proxy server. You go into Network Connections. So go to let's go to My Network Places. Click on your Network Connections. Right click on your LAN connection or your wireless connection, and choose Properties. Then look in the list there for a TCP/IP adapter. Click on that and click Properties. You're going to see now the properties for TCP, and make sure that if it is set for a static IP address, make sure it matches up with the router. If it's not, just set it to automatic. One of them is set IP address automatic. The other one is, I can't remember. But those two options, set the two options on that page to automatic. Hit OK, and then automatically your network connection will probably come back to life, and then you get on the internet. If you have a router that's assigning IP addresses automatically. That happened today. You know, we troubleshooted it for a while, and then it was that simple fix that actually fixed the problem. So check that if somebody's not having an internet connection. You've tried all your other normal things, and you're at a loss. That could definitely possibly be it. I've had that problem a couple times. So here's a strange computer, another HP DV6000. I think these have problems with wireless cards. It's a wireless problem we're having with this one actually, and wireless card not even being recognized, not even showing up in the device manager. What did I do? So, of course, we ran all of our malware fixes, because it was a little junked up with malware. Cleaned it up, dial-a-fix, ran all that stuff. Actually, we didn't run dial-a-fix because it was a Vista. This is a Vista machine. But it wasn't getting on the internet. This is actually one of the ones that wasn't getting on the internet. And how did I fix that internet connection? That was actually the one. I think that was actually the one that had the TCP/IP problem. So once I fixed that, I was able to get on the internet, but it wasn't loading Windows updates. So it wasn't automatically loading Windows updates. So if I see that something's having trouble with updates or updates are off, the first thing I do is, I make sure Service Pack 1 is installed, first of all, for Vista, and then I just manually get all the Windows updates. Windows updates can sometimes do some very magical things and repair things you would not think they would repair. For example, I downloaded the updates manually just by going to Windows Updates webpage. You can get to that from the Start menu. Installed the updates, boom, the wireless card came back. All of a sudden, it was in the device manager again. So Oh gosh, my computer's running on battery life. I didn't even notice that. I'll fix that in a second. So what was I saying? Oh, Windows Update. So wireless card came back working fine. But it didn't get all the Windows updates. So I went and got the rest of the Windows updates, installed them, because some of them were still having a problem installing. So I just tried reinstalling them. It installed the newest updates. Boom, wireless card's gone. So I don't know if it was a fluke that it happened after I was doing the Windows updates or not, but all I know is after I got all the updates, wireless card went away again. I'm going to try a different wireless card in the machine, see if that makes a difference. If not, then it's a software problem. And I will try to figure it out. I'll let you guys know what happens with that on Wednesday. But moral of the story, Windows updates, get them. Get them all. Install them all. They're there for a reason, so they actually fix a lot of things. Had a nasty malware come around called Malware Doctor. I don't know if you guys ever ran into this. Malware Doctor. If you don't have Malware Bytes fully updated, it will not get rid of Malware Doctor. It's that new. And Malware Doctor conveniently does not let you go on the internet, or at least it was on this machine. And so there was no way to get Malware Bytes updates. Now, when you can't get Malware Bytes updates, what we usually do is go on another system, download the latest version of Malware Bytes, and install that. But that doesn't always have the latest updates. The latest EXE doesn't always have the latest updates. You might download the latest EXE, install it, and it will still go and find updates. Well, what we didn't do, because there were so many other problems with this computer as far as Windows errors, service host errors, we were running out of time, I just did a reinstall on the thing. But what I was going to do to get rid of Malware Doctor is download the latest Ultimate Boot CD for Windows, get the up and run, because that has Malware Bytes on it. And you can update Malware Bytes from the Ultimate Boot CD, running it just from the CD. Update Malware Bytes from that, and then run that on the machine. That should have handled Malware Doctor. But there was, like I said, there were so many other things wrong, we just did a reinstall on that. But if you can't get Malware Bytes loaded and updated on a machine, download the latest Ultimate Boot CD for Windows. I believe it has Malware Bytes. I read it. I've never used it yet. Run Malware Bytes from the Ultimate Boot CD, and you could update it from there too, I believe. Ever have a problem with a Dell laptop not charging the battery? Chances are it's the adapter that's causing it. Not that your adapter is bad, but Dell does not like Dell adapters. Well, this particular Dell had a Dell adapter. It still wasn't charging the battery. Well, I took a closer look at the adapter. It was an adapter for the wrong Dell. It wasn't enough amps, enough amperage. That's current. This was the adapter they were using was like 3.4